right. Hi, everybody. Welcome. I'm Mark Hilliard. I'm one of the masters for Sphere 0 and Sphere 1 here in the Arcanum. And tonight we have the honor of welcoming two new people into the cohort, Fred and Bobbie. And tonight is Bobbie's L1 Hangout, where we're going to learn about all of the silly idiosyncrasies of Google Plus, and boy, there are a lot of them, aren't there, guys?
Yes.
Yeah. So, Bobbie,
Mm-hmm.
why don't you tell the world a little bit about yourself, what you like to photograph so far?
Let's see.
The equipment that you use.
I am using a Sony 6500, and what I like to shoot is.
Leave me alone. It's not.
I don't have a favorite yet. I like to do the Astro. I do like the Astro, but I also like to do when we get out to the beach and, you know, just different stuff out there.
Landscapes, seascapes.
Everything. Right now it's a lot of everything, just to see what I can get and see what I can do. I'm learning to post still, and that's been interesting. And I don't, like I said, there's no favorite yet.
Okay. All right. So we'll call you the generalist newbie.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Well, to be able to function here, you have to be able to navigate Google Plus. And it wouldn't be so bad if Google Plus wouldn't keep changing the rules and the functionality that's built into it, and they do. They change all of this all of the time. So let's look at the screen that we're on right now. Okay, if you guys take your mouse and you move it around the screen and you go up to the top center, there's a group of icons. Most of you will see 4 icons starting on the right with a red telephone. If you were to click on that, that would hang this call up and you would drop out of the Hangout. Okay, up in the upper right-hand corner, it says live. What that means is we are recording this as we have our meeting, and that's going to be recorded on YouTube. Okay? Let's go back over to the center again. The little gear next to the phone, that's just spacing setting. Next to that, you'll notice the antenna bars like you see on your cell phone. That is your internet speed. And if you start to get internet slowdowns or where you're starting to drop audio or video, you can click on that and slow your link speed down. It's going to change the quality of your audio and your video, but sometimes it allows you to salvage a Hangout that would normally just not work, okay? Next to that is a camera with a line through it. That's to turn off your video feed so that we only hear you. Next to that is a microphone. That's to turn off your audio, to mute yourself. If you create the Hangout, which I did, next to that, which you guys will not see, is a picture of a person. This is where you go to invite people and send email notifications, okay? Continuing over to the left-hand side of the screen, put your mouse over there, another group of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 icons show up again. The top one, you see the blue one with the white lines in it? If you click on that, it will turn on and off a chat page over on the right-hand side of your screen. This is a place where you can send text messages to everybody in the Hangout. Ask questions, answer questions, talk about issues that you're having. It doesn't get recorded in the actual Hangout video though. Okay? Underneath that is a green rectangle with a white arrow in it. If you click on this, this allows us to share our desktop with everybody else. Okay? Everything below that is stuff that you're not going to use. Okay? These are the basic controls you're going to use. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go up and I'm going to click on that green icon with the white arrow in it, and I'm going to screen share. And my video feed of me talking to you is going to go away, and that's good. That's going to make you all happy. So you're not going to have to look at me anymore, but you're going to see my screen, okay? And as I do this, I'm doing this now, I'm going to say, send my entire screen to you. And then on the bottom, there's a little share button. Now, do you notice the hall of mirrors that has come up?
Mm-hmm.
What you have to do is you have to shrink that down. And if you, I'm just going to go here. I'm running a Mac, so for me, it's the yellow button up here in the upper left-hand corner, and that's gone now. Okay, and now you get to see my screen. Okay, so as with anything on the screen, I can share Photoshop, I can share Bridge, anything that I can do on my computer, you can see and you can record. So this means that you can create a Hangout on the air and do videos, because there's a video editor built into YouTube. And later on down the line, there's a level that you have to do where you have to build a video. So you can use this video editing capability of YouTube, create a Hangout with only you in it, and you can build videos and movies. And then use the editor to cut and paste different clips, add pictures, add special effects, okay? So let me bring up my, this is Chrome. This is like Safari or what web browsers do you guys normally use?
I'm on Internet Explorer.
Okay.
Me too.
All right. I highly suggest that you download Chrome. And the reason for that is, this is the icon for Chrome, is that it is already Googleized. And it has all of the drivers and everything necessary in it. Now let me bring up Chrome and show you what it looks like, okay? So this is Chrome. And it has a couple of things I want you to notice. First of all, you see this little green button over here in the top right-hand corner? This is our Hangout window. If I click on that, this brings up all of the Hangouts that you are a member of. So here is our Mystical Light text Hangout. See here? And you can get there just by clicking on this button and then clicking on the new Mystical Light text Hangout. It'll bring this up. Fred, this is where everybody lives most of the time. Okay, this is going 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We talk about all kinds of things here, and all you have to do is click on this little green icon here, and it brings it up. But it also brings up all of the other Hangouts that you're currently enrolled in. So,
This is a chat room, right?
This is the chat room, and I have added you to this chat room. You are a member here.
Okay.
Okay, at least I think I did. You know, maybe I didn't. People, let's see here.
There he is.
Do you see him? Why am I not? Oh, yeah, there he is, Fred. Okay, and Bobbie, you're in there.
Mm-hmm.
So, Fred, because you're here, this will show up for you. And I'm going to show you another way to get to this if you're not using Chrome, okay?
Okay.
Now, this right here, you see this little green camera?
Yeah.
This is the Hangout that we're currently in. This is our Hangout on the air. So if you ever come to this and you see one of these green cameras, it gives you a list of who's there, and this is an actual Hangout on the air that's happening right now. And you can simply click on this and join it, okay?
Okay.
So let's show you other things. Under Google, if you were to bring up, let's go to our Mystical Light page. And it doesn't matter what web browser you bring this up in. You've been here. Everybody's posted here now, okay? See these 9 dots up here?
Yeah.
You click on that, then you have all of the Google tools up here. YouTube, the Drive, and we'll come back to the Drive in a minute. And then see the quotes? This is the Hangout window. So we click on that, and then it populates, and there are all of the text Hangouts again. So this is another way into the Hangout windows, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Well, this one I've used.
Okay. Bobbie, which way do you get into the Hangout window, or do you have a special app for that?
I have it on my phone, so I go in that way, and then I know how to do it on my computer now.
Great. Okay, because the phone's good for attending, but you have, when we're doing things like critiques and stuff, the phone won't work for you.
Okay.
You're going to need to do those on the computer itself. Everything else, the phone or an iPad, that's a perfect way to attend these meetings. All right. So let's go back to our web page again. All right. Now let's look at our Drive. This is Google Drive. This is where everybody is going to be putting their pictures and their files for the Hangouts. Now yours isn't going to look like this because I own the Drive that we use. I have to go down here, and I'll go down to Group Images, and this is where everything lives. So right now I've got Andrew, Bobbie, there's your folder.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to make a new folder for Fred right now. Okay, and there, see Fred?
Okay.
Now this gives you access to this. This is where you're going to upload your images. Okay, and if you ever want to upload an image, you click on your directory name. Okay, and then you can simply drag a picture. Let's see, do I have a small picture here? Yeah, here's a tiny picture. I'll drag it here and drop it. There. And there it showed up in your folder, and it is there.
Okay, now is this where you put the images for the critiques?
Yes.
Okay, now how about the images that you want the rest of the cohort to look at?
They have access to everybody's folder.
Okay.
But if the level that you guys need to do is to share images with everybody, the cohort, like the level immediately before critique, I want you to post those on our group page.
Okay.
Okay, let's go back there again. And for that, I mean, you know how to do this, Fred? You know how to post images here?
I haven't done it, no.
And I know, Bobbie, you've done it, but let's review it. Okay, we'll do a test post, and then I'm going to click on camera button down here.
Mm-hmm.
Images up. and I'm going to click on an upload a photo. And you can do one or you can do multiples, okay? Let's see here. We'll just upload some mill pictures, okay? I'll upload 2. All right. You select the pictures, and then you say open. And now you can see them coming up. By the way, this is an improvement in Google. This is not stepping backwards. Before, we had to do all kinds of crazy things to upload multiple images. One image was okay, but to upload multiples, there were some strange evolutions that you had to do. Now it's much simpler. Okay, so there they are. There's the first image. And I do have a much higher speed internet link now, so there we go. Okay, and then when you're all done, you say post. Now, you have to pick a category. If you're doing level work, Bobbie and Fred, for the first 10 levels, that's Sphere 0. So you would click Sphere 0 work. All right. And you should also notify me up here in the text. Okay, that you need to put a pound Mark Hilliard up here, and it will notify me that you have sent something. All righty.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, and that's all there is to it. Now, when you first,
it's not the plus. It's not the plus mark.
Yeah, the plus. You're absolutely right. It is the plus mark.
Okay.
Here, I thought you were going to say question mark. I got a giggle out of you. All right. Yeah, it's been a long day.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you post multiple pictures, you can click on each picture, and then you can make comments on each individual picture, okay? Which is what you should do if you are helping people pick pictures and you're giving them ideas and things. Do it on each picture. If you want to comment on the whole gallery, then you go to the top level and click here and then type a comment down here. All right?
Mm-hmm.
It's all pretty straightforward stuff. So again, all of these Google apps are up here in this 9-dot icon. So we've talked about the Drive. We've gone down here and we've done the Hangout access. You can do docs, which are Microsoft compatible here. You can write documents. You can get your Gmail account if you use Gmail. And you can get to YouTube. Okay, we're going to hold off on YouTube for a minute. I want to show you some of the other idiosyncrasies of Google+. If it used to be that over in the right-hand side, before they changed here a year ago, all of this information that I'm going to show you lived here. Now you have to go over to the left-hand side where it says About Community. Click on the down arrow, and it tells you about the Arcanum. Okay. It shows you the hashtag index. There is a link to get to the Grand Library here. There is a posting guide that talks about well, the plus symbol and the pound symbol and what they all mean. There's a link to my educational blog and my gallery. There is a link to the image drive, our group drive, and then there is a link to my appointment calendar, which currently is not functioning. But when you click on it, this is what comes up. Okay. if I have time available, it will show that as a blue calendar time, okay? And you would normally pick it by clicking on it, and then it's going to come up, and you're going to have to fill in the form, okay? And when you're all done, you can save it, and then it'll send me an email telling me that you've requested calendar time, and it'll post it on my Google Calendar. But right now, something in here has gone bad, and it won't let you guys fill in one of these fields. You can't go any further.
It's the reason for appointment. You can't fill that out. Thanks.
Mark, what's that group image drive used for?
That is where all of your images go for critiques.
For the first time in 4 years, Simpson looked thinner.
Yep, and that's what's failing. You can't get past that. All right, now that I know which one's failing, we'll see if we can fix that. This group image drive, Fred, is the same as going up here to the 9 dots and clicking on the drive here.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it's just the same. It's the
Gotcha.
Both links go to the same place. All right. So now let's look at let's see here. Do you have any questions about the web page, Bobbie or Fred?
Not so far.
All right. Another thing that you can do. Let me shrink this one down. All right. The categories where I said you had to pick a category. If you want to see posts in any of those categories, rather than be up here in all posts, you could do, well, for instance, Sphere 0 work, and then it filters the posts down here that is shown on the page to only show you Sphere 0 category posts, okay? So you can see what everybody else has done. And it's okay to use ideas from other people as well, okay? Now, Bobbie, have you looked in the Grand Library yet?
Mm-hmm.
Fred?
Yes.
Okay. So you're gonna have to do work in the Grand Library as too. Lots of work. So you need to be able to get there. Let's see. Was there anything else? Yeah. Let's go to YouTube. Now, Google bought YouTube. All right. So if you're in this web browser, okay, Google Chrome, if you go over here, you notice you have a list of apps, right? If you click on that, you notice we've got Google Drive here again, Stores, Slides, Sheets, Gmail, and YouTube. Okay, this is going to take you directly to YouTube, but it's going to sign you into YouTube with your Google ID. Okay. Now, up here in the upper right-hand corner is going to be your Google icon of your picture, whatever you've chosen. If you click on that, okay, we can now go directly to what's known as the Creator Studio. This is how you're going to create a Hangout on the air. And it's for this very reason that we're recording this, so that you can go back and refer to it. Okay, so now it's signed us into the Creator Studio. Okay, and it allows you to create videos, edit videos, manage your videos, okay? But there's something here called live streaming. This is where the Hangout creation is done. So you click on the live streaming, and then it comes up with another page, okay? And there's a thing called events here. You see this? Click on events. Okay, and now we're going to go up here where it says new live event, and you're going to click on this. And there's videos on YouTube of how to do this, but none of them are easy to follow or understand. So immediately pops up our create new event window. Give it a title of something meaningful. Okay. You can schedule a day. You can schedule a start time. Okay, so we could say do it for 11 p.m. and then an end time. Okay, 1 a.m. Okay, on July the 21st. Okay, makes sense?
Yep.
Okay, so it's going to start on July 20th, but it's going to end on July 21st. Give it a description, because these descriptions are important. All right? And then create some tags. This allows people to search for videos. All right, you're part of the Arcanum group, so type Arcanum, and then enter a comma. And that creates the tag. And then enter your name. Come on, Mark. Okay, and then put what it's about. So this will be level 1. It's about education. It's about photography. And the more you do here, the better off. Okay? And when you have this filled out all the way you want it, we go up here to this little drop-down menu where it says public. Guess what? We don't want this to be public. We want this to be unlisted. Okay, we don't want everybody in the world seeing this and signing into our Hangout. So we make this as unlisted, and then you go in and you say create event. So
why unlisted versus private?
Private means only you can see it. Unlisted means that everybody else in our cohort's going to get to see it. Everybody that we invite manually. So it comes up with a list, I think, of the last 50 Hangouts you've done. Down at the very bottom, there it is. Fun video, okay? So about 10 minutes before it's time for you to start this video, you're going to come down here and you're going to start the Hangout on the air. All right? And then once it's started, you're going to go in and as the creator of the video, you're going to go up into that top menu and click on the little person. And there you can add people, you can add invitees, okay? And that will send emails out to everybody that you invite. And it's going to know the names of everybody in our cohort, okay? And above that, there is going to be a line that has the direct link everybody to click on to just join the video. So you're going to copy that and you're going to paste it into our text chat room and say, here's the direct link to tonight's video that's starting in 5 minutes, and paste it there. And then anybody that wants to come, all they have to do is click on the link and it will show up. Okay? So let's go look at that real quick. All right. I'm going to go up here to our chat room. And I'm going to go into the new Mystical Light text chat room. And if we go up here, you see where I posted Bobbie's Hangout, and I put the direct link. And all you would have to do is click on that, and it will open it in a window and automatically add you to it. William, you quit trying to sell Jimmy cannon crap.
Sorry about that. I was trying to dissuade him.
Yeah, I know. All right, so when we're done sharing, okay, down here at the bottom, or it might do it at the top, you say stop sharing, and my screen, my desktop goes away, and then you get to see just gorgeous marking again on your screen. Okay? And it's just that simple. That is all the housekeeping that you need to know. Now, there are a few other little things that we'll do here next, but those are the idiosyncrasies, okay? And tomorrow sometime I will post this video to our cohort page and to the text chat room so that you guys can see it again if you want to use it for reference.
This will be on the cohort page, you said?
I'm sorry, to the cohort page, yeah. Yep, it will be there. Okay. So let me. Is there any questions on this Google stuff before we move on?
I probably will tomorrow morning, but not right now.
Okay. That's fair. All right, I'm gonna share my screen again. All right, now you guys see my desktop again.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now I'm going to go back up into Google Chrome. I'm going to open a new window, and I am going to go to the Grand Library. And I'm going to sign in. Okay. This is what I see when I go to the Grand Library. I see everything about you guys. Okay. So let's go in and let's look at Bobbie. Okay. You notice that there's a review challenge here, and it's kind of red for me to look at. I will click on that. Now, when you guys go into here to read what you're supposed to do for each level challenge, make sure that when you're reading these tasks, you click on View More Info, because there's more stuff in here that you're expected to do that it's not going to display all at once, all right? So I see that Bobbie has said, yes, I have done my 5 examples. Yes, you did. You watched the cohort video. Was that even up to date?
Kind of.
Okay. You pop into the community and comment on other photos.
Mm-hmm.
And you do that in the chat room, which counts. So did you join the stacks?
I did.
And you posted there?
Not yet.
Okay. And you could not schedule the Hangout because my calendar is broken.
Correct. So that's why you did this one.
Yes. Well, I would automatically create the Hangout the first time. All I wanted you to do was schedule my calendar time.
Mm-hmm. I tried.
And you installed the Google Plus plugin.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then you tell me about what you thought of all of this. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I look at this and I say, yeah, by golly, she deserves to move up, I will go down here and I will say it's complete. and I will tell you how good of a job you did.
I'd say a C+.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then I will send it. Okay? But I don't want to do that because I didn't mean to mark complete. It's marked approved. So see, I even made mistakes.
I think
we both caught that. Didn't want to say anything though.
Oh well, you're all right. It's allowed. Approve and award, and then that's going to open up to you the next series of challenges. So now let's go look at your levels. Now, for me, this is where I can view your journey and I can see what you've done and when you've done it. So it says challenge 1 is done. Okay, so now you can see challenge 2 now. And it tells you what you're going to be doing here. And now you're going to start learning in and really studying what the effects of aperture, shutter speed, ISO, and white balance are going to do. And you say, oh, God, I don't want to learn this shit. But you got to. Okay? You're going to choose videos. You're going to post them to the cohort and so on. So this is just how it works. And then if I'm feeling really contrary, I can go here and I can click on the editor and I can go in and change everything. I can make this just for you. All right, but I'm not going to do that.
That happened to me.
I say those.
Jimmy said that's how it used to be.
Well, believe it or not, you guys, they changed about a year ago. They changed all of this. And we had no input to what the levels are going to be. And we started yelling and screaming, and they gave us 1 week's worth of input where we could go in and edit the challenges, and then they cut us off. We couldn't edit anymore. They've gone in now and made it so that we can rechange them. I haven't done that yet, but when we get tired of the current things, we need to step it up a notch and add new challenges. So anyways, this is what I see when I go here, okay?
Mark, on the challenges I'm seeing, are those the updated ones?
Well, let's go look. They better be. In the past, this hasn't happened. Let's look. Well, let's look at challenge 4. Yeah. Well, this looks right. Yeah, this does look right.
Okay.
I do not see a problem with this. Yeah, I don't see a problem with
All right.
it. Okay. So let's go here. And I return to you. Now, believe it or not, there was a day and age about 4 months ago when I would create Hangouts, or we'd have Hangouts, and I'd drop off here all the time. Right, Jimmy? Jimmy's not here anymore.
Yes, it used to happen all the time.
Yes, it did.
He's saying yes from the other room.
There I am.
Would you not having a beer? So yeah, so that's the level 1 Hangout in a nutshell. This is what we do, and it's a good review because if you don't create Hangouts every once in a while, you forget how it becomes bothersome and you start losing hair, and the next thing you know, you're shiny on top, you know? So
I don't do that.
that's why we're going to record this and save this again so that you guys can go back and use this as a tool to remember how to do this. Are there any questions that I can answer?
Well, it's sure, I don't have any right now, but it sure answered a lot.
Okay. Now, I am going to say for Bobbie and Fred, you work this at your own speed. As you get time or as you get motivated, you know, leap ahead, jump ahead, get hot and do it. Times when you're busy, don't worry. There are folks, right, William, that did not work the levels too much.
That is absolutely correct, Mark.
Yeah, trust me, there were lots of folks that didn't work the levels.
But hey, I'm working on level 4 now after 2 years.
I know you are. I know, and it's great to see that.
And she even switched it up on me and made it harder. Thanks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We can do that.
Yes.
And unfortunately, you need it harder because you're such an expert at what you do.
Yeah, it's good. I'm working on it.
But
but back to what you were talking about.
Yeah, but kudos to William and all the others that live in the chat room and help everybody. And that's the thing about this. It's a community. My shirt's sticking up here. It's a community, and the fact that we help each other in the chat room, which is built for you guys, speaks volumes about the level of respect that everybody has for each other. So don't be afraid to use that chat room, Fred. It's a good thing.
Yeah, I absolutely agree that both of you should. If you have any questions, pop them in the chat room, and if Mark doesn't answer it, then one of us will try, and vice versa.
Well, I'm glad to see that chat room exists, because I was looking on the main page there. I said, boy, these guys don't post a lot.
Yeah, well, you'll find the chat room. We'll get hundreds and hundreds of chats every day.
Yeah. Good.
Okay. So it is a very, very good thing. And honestly, the people that post on the main page are the folks that are transitioning levels currently. All right. And that will build up again. That main page will become more and more active in a relatively short amount of time.
He had some very poor students, namely me, up to this point, so there's no chatting on there. No posts.
Untrue. Now things slowed down. The Arcanum went through a bunch of growing pains, and things slowed down for every single cohort. So we seem to be over that. But let me stop this broadcast here real quick. Hold on.